Welcome to the Po Politicking Show. Founded in 2008, Po Politicking is a hip-hop meets self-help brand. With each interview, we teach the babies and share success secrets with you, the listener. Past guests of the Po Politicking Show include Yo Gotti, Currency, MC Light, BG, Dead Prez, Rashida, Project Pat, and more. We also showcase the future upcoming stars of hip-hop. Subscribe on iTunes and get automatic updates of each podcast episode.
PoPoliticking.com.
Hey, what's up out there, man? It's Young Rick, man. I'm on Po Politicking with my partner, you know.
All right, baby. Yeah.
Why you looking so sad, though? You too bad to be looking so sad, dog. Can I slow you down one time? Like, gotta see what I'm saying. I mean, hey, I would take this 5 minute conversation.
I know your last PI let you talk and fly, but this ain't that. He let you dictate the game, cause you're so damn fly, but this ain't that. Oh, you can't cheat the game, girl, cause this ain't that. And losing's not an option if you trust in my feet, cause this ain't that.
See, baby,
this
I was
ain't
poppin'.
that.
A real bitch gon' wear options. Coming at me with that square shit, bitch, stop it. Cause I ain't with the topic, drop it. But that money shit, you got it. I'm talking choosing fees when you're choosing me. I'm judging you just like you're judging me. From head to toe, you can see it in me. No need for questions, just believing in me. And hopefully you got at least a G. And don't offend me, I'm top notch like a Bentley. Them other niggas ain't bout shit. I'm your friend, your father, your confidant. Shit. See, I'm the nigga to be with. Good game, good instruction, plus daddy got good dick. It's Young Rick, hoes #1 pick. Young Mac like Suave-nificent. Five's the quota, but that don't mean shit. If it's money to get, shit, we gotta get it.
I know your last PI let you talk and fly, but this ain't that. He let you dictate the game, cause you're so damn fly, but this ain't that. Oh, you can't cheat the game, girl, cause this ain't that. And losing's not an option if you trust in my feet, cause this ain't that. This ain't that.
I'm on a whole nother level. Baguette bezels, plus leathers pushing luxury pedals. Hustles whenever, we working to get settled. No time to be lazy shit. We working for some more dough. I need you to bring a new hoe. Then bring a few more. I ain't your boyfriend, bitch, and I don't wanna be, you know. But whatever you want, whatever you need, you can have. New crib, new car, you can crash. Shopping and popping tags, appreciating what you never had. And I appreciate you ain't a fag. Above and beyond, and all you gotta do is believe. Stay down and be loyal, or poof and be gone. Respect pimping you on, check yourself, you've been warned. Look, I'm the captain of the ship, and ain't no retirement in it, so ain't no time to waste in it.
I know your last PI let you talk and fly, but this ain't that. He let you dictate the game, cause you're so damn fly, but this ain't that. Oh, you can't cheat the game, girl, cause this ain't that. And losing's not an option if you trust in my feet, cause this ain't that. This ain't that.
Welcome back to PoPoliticking.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you download our app on iTunes. Now politic with my homie Young Rick. How you doing, bro?
I'm all right. What's
the legendary Young Rick. How you doing?
I'm all right, just chilling and shit, man, you know, reflecting.
All right. So speaking of reflecting, I remember the first time I saw you was on Maroy's Cross Country Pimping. So I know you retired and everything now, but I guess we got to give a shout out to Maroy now. I know he just passed away, so I just wanted to start off with that one.
Yeah. Rest in peace, man.
So that was a few years ago, so just kind of let us know, you know, where you at with it now.
Well, shit, right now, man, I'm just, staying out the way, man. It's too much shit going on out here, man, for me to get involved. I'm too old for that shit now, just staying out the way, man, and being positive and, paying my taxes, being a citizen, man, and trying to get a part of some of this politics shit, active activist.
Yeah, I know you got the new book coming out, Notes from Your Neighborhood N Word. So I just want to see
Yeah.
what motivates you to get into the author thing.
I mean, really, naturally, I'm a writer, because I was fucking with the music for so many years, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I just want to keep writing, So, I mean, I really don't want to do the music. I kind of fell off with that and, left that alone. And, I mean, I don't know, started writing the book. I mean, did a couple little documentaries and I don't know, man. I just want to stay involved in doing something, and right now where I'm at, I mean, it's got to be something positive or informational. So, I put the book out, just published that, Thoughts from Your Neighborhood N Word, and I just did a little video and shit 2 days ago talking about the book cover and why it's designed the way it is, with the things that's on it. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting read, at least to say, very informational.
I say, what's some of the topics you talking about in the book?
I mean, I'm touching on a lot of different things. Really, it's awareness of the different types of manipulative tactics and strategies that are, being marketed through the media, and different, vices from TV shows or movies, but really it's through the music and through our culture, how it's not our culture, and just it's really just some awareness though,
Yeah, speaking of our culture, even like I noticed, you probably noticed like with the music, like we had like Public Enemy, NWA. Now we got cats rapping, got dresses and skirts on. So how you think
Yeah,
about that with the music?
it's really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's a strategy on from the other side though, for them, to manipulate us through that way, and they paying niggas to wear them skirts. You know what I'm saying? They paying niggas to put all these tattoos and, to promote that bullshit,
And what about the sports? What's your opinion on Kaepernick?
On who?
Kaepernick.
I don't know. What was that?
Colin Kaepernick.
I don't know who that is.
The quarterback, the one, NFL, everybody talking about because he's the one that sit down. He always be on the knees, national anthem.
Oh, yeah. I briefly heard about that. I really didn't get into that. I'm not really a sports fan, man. I lost my interest in the sports game years ago. So I really don't follow nothing on the sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was out in the streets, man, every day, man, doing my thing. And, I was young when I was into the sports and I'm kind of like getting back into, it's been a couple years, 2-3 years that I really just back into normal, shit.
So what are some of your interests and hobbies? What you like to do?
Shit, right now, I mean, just, really working and, figuring out different ways to invest, money and looking at these different stock options. I've been doing a lot of school stuff, not school stuff, online classes and, some entrepreneurial stuff and starting up, getting into the healthcare and, starting a little agency with that and, getting back more involved with the real estate. I was playing with it some years ago, had a couple houses, lost some, you know what I mean? And getting back to that and figuring out different ways to just diverse in different kind of investments, versus just wasting my money, like I did before, wasting a whole lot of money and, club shit and trying to keep up with the Joneses and, trying to stunt and having cars and jewelry and all that shit. It don't really take much to do a whole lot,
Yeah, like I said, I had a few P's on here before, and they always talk about like you saying, you always gotta have like your next move lined up, so you can. So I just want you to talk about anybody that's listening right now that might be in that game. What's the importance of getting out of the game and not staying in the game?
Well, I mean, to each his own, man. You can stay in and stay how long as you can survive in it if that's your choice. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking that for what they do or what they want to do. Some want to live like that for the rest of their life. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Put some of that into something else. You know what I'm saying? Have some other different things going on. I mean, it's a lot of guys that did that. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot. It's very few guys that actually did that. you know what I'm saying, and that were successful in doing those things and transitioning, you know what I mean, and putting their money elsewhere and still able to be involved in that game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because it takes a lot of energy. The game is, man. I mean, it makes of a lot of lazy men. Well, I'll say that. You know, but at the same time, the guys that are still active and moving, niggas was doing other stuff too. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I noticed even since so when we had those videos, and I know, like I said, the cross country pimping videos, we didn't have like Craigslist and Backpage. So even with that, so you think that's like helping the game or that's hurting the game? Because it's easier to get one and do it now.
I mean, at the same time, it's hurting. It's hurting the game in general. You know what I'm saying? How I feel about it. I mean, you look at, it's a lot more cats that's going down behind it. It's a lot more cats getting involved in it because it's so easy to get to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's going down behind that and not having no knowledge and no information about what they actually get into and the type of chances and risks that's involved with that situation. You know what I'm saying? And just like with the females too, the same thing. And there's more females. You might have a chick that, she might be working at a gas station. I don't know, whatever the fuck. Bitch working at a hotel, and then on the side she doing this. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of weird shit. They added a lot of weird elements into that causes a lot of confusions and causes a lot of disruption in the natural course of how it was originally designed and intended for. You know what I'm saying, for us. But it's it's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's a fucked up thing, and then it's more publicized, and it's a lot of shit,
But I noticed with the Backpage thing, they did end up getting, because it's like, okay, why you going at lower level? Why you knocking the pimps and the hustlers when you not getting at the people that actually own Backpage? Shit, go through them. They the ones that got the platform where people can use it. So they did end up closing it down and getting at them though. But they still got ways you can work around Backpage now.
Oh yeah, you see that. I mean, but I don't know what the hell's going on with that shit. But
then with your music, who's your top 5 rappers you like?
I mean, I can't say I really have one. I mean, when I think about who's on my list, the shit that I'm listening to is a bunch of random songs. Like you go back when you was younger, you actually invested into an artist, like say for instance Snoop Dogg or Tupac when they first came out. You actually invested into the person and who they was, and you followed that person. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays it's different. We like different songs for different reasons. They may have had a couple slick, verses or whatever, in that song that you like, and got a cool little beat, and that's really what it is. And a lot of times we don't even know who the hell's song it is. You just know the song. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I mean, I listen to some Rocco's old shit. He has some old motivation, some motivational songs, and some shit that was some good music.
I was saying, so what do you? I was gonna say, so far as with the hip hop, I know a lot of the rappers and stuff. They look up to, and even the entertainers and the NBA players, ball players, they look up to more people like you. So it's kind of like full. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I don't know. It's I guess because y'all actually doing the stuff that they rap about, so they look up to y'all more than anything.
Yeah, I used to notice that type of shit, but and it's you're right. And now that
do you feel like you get do y'all get y'all props like y'all should?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get into. Like a lot of that shit is kind of like it's watered down, because at the same time, if you use something that somebody else said, it's just like a quote. You quote somebody, you're gonna say where you got that quote from. You know what I'm saying? You give that give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, a lot of these cats is using a lot of, like I see some niggas like Rick Ross and shit. He's stealing outfits and style from niggas like Magnificent. You know what I mean? And rocking shit on motherfucking videos and shit. Why he ain't pulling? He in the same city. Pull him to the side. You know what I mean? Hey man, I want you to be on my video. Niggas ain't doing that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? They just stealing the game and stealing shit from motherfuckers and ain't giving that credit where it's due.
So I'm saying, so what do you want to be known for as far as your legacy in the game? What do you want people to know you for?
Hey man, I'm working on that right now, man. I got some political tactics, man. I mean, I might fuck around and, and run for my motherfucking city council member or something around here or something, man, a couple years, maybe city mayor or something, man. I'm really, I got some nonprofit, some ideas and things that I want to get involved with, to help kids and, different things that were in place when I was younger, but they didn't last, and I feel like a lot of those things that are missing now, because I ride through the neighborhoods and I go through the hoods in my little neighborhoods and shit, and I see a lot of, younger cats, teenagers and shit. They out kicking and hanging at the gas station, police right there ready to arrest them. They acting up, don't have no real, I don't want to say professionalism because they kids, but, socialism or a way that they don't know how to talk. So they have like a negative energy when they communicate with authority, you know what I'm saying? And I see them getting arrested, they getting harassed, and it leads to a lot of different things and shit, just like, a recent killing, it was an officer, he was scared for his life, he say, you know what I mean? And he shot this kid, you know what I mean? Philando Castile, rest in peace, shot, killed him, you know what I'm saying? And it's just shit like that. And this was a good dude. He was fucking, I think he was a teacher, you know what I'm saying? And he worked with kids and stuff, so he was a good dude, but he just had a look, and the officer felt like he related that to some other people that he may have ran into, or a robber or something like that, and he didn't know how to identify or separate the two different situations. Didn't even give the conversation, to entertain the conversation enough with this kid to find out what side he was on, you know what I'm saying? What type of person he was, But I mean, I don't know, man. It's just a lot.
What made you like take this path in your life, or was you always kind of like this?
I mean, I would say I was kind of always that way. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like different things brung me to do different things. It's kind of it was kind of choice and force at the same time. But I mean, I don't know, man. I really can't call it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's really just something that you just choose to do, I mean, especially at this point in my life, I chose to do the things that I'm doing now. It's less stressful. I'm not doing a lot of running around with the head. A lot of times you running 100 miles an hour, man, you know what I'm saying? And you can't really see all of the moves that you're making. And you really making a whole lot of mistakes along the way, you know what I'm saying? Because you're making a lot of fast choices and decisions and shit when you're doing things fast. But when you're taking a slow route, progressively growing and doing different things in that way, you can kind of take your time to really analyze all of your moves and shit and make the best ones, you know what I'm saying, for yourself and your people around you. And, I mean, if you got kids, you're making a good example for them kids, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to put them in the same kind of situations that you was in. You know what I mean? You don't know what they're going to do. It's motherfuckers losing their kids' lives and shit behind growing them up, you know what I mean? And dressing them a certain way and how them look and act. And, they want them to be cool, giving them little slick names and, acting like this shit cool. But, that it's really not, you know what I'm saying? They misinforming, they kids, with that bullshit.
I say, so what advice would you want to give to the youth? Anybody listening, if they like 18, 19, 20?
Man, whatever you choose to do, man, before you get involved, man, learn about it. You know what I'm saying? Get you some motherfucking understandings about it. I mean, whatever it is, I can't personally tell somebody else what they feel is something that's a driven thing for them to choose to do with their life. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta know what you get into before you get into it. That's a lot of fucked up situations come about because they don't know what they get into before they get into it. I mean, all of the things that involve that situation, even how they may affect you personally and how they change you. Because I know a lot of niggas that come into the game, it could be selling dope or pimping hoe, whatever the fuck it is, and it takes away from who they naturally are. You know what I'm saying? And then, they change. They're a whole nother person. And they may wake up one day and look at themselves like, damn, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I'm saying? And they just doing shit just to survive, and they don't put themselves in situations. And now you got this car, these houses, whatever it is, you got a status quo, you're trying to maintain. So you just keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
So how would you define success?
Well, to me, I mean, success is defined by the things that you accomplish from goals that you set out for yourself to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. I mean, the smallest thing, I mean, that's a successful accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? One step at a time. You know what I mean? It don't have to be defined by what, having this car or, having a piece of jewelry or something. You know what I mean? That's all part of having inner peace. You know what I'm saying? And really knowing and defining yourself. A lot of times, like I was just talking to one of my partners, the other day about this media shit. He took himself off of the Instagram, the Facebook, and he like, man, you know what I mean? He like, hey, look, I done got off this shit, man, and got back what I'm doing and focused on me, and start doing things and making phone calls, and he doing different things, instead of, looking at this and, he want to compete with what everybody else doing. You know what I'm saying? He got to get bigger rims, or you want to get a better car. You know what I'm saying? He about to upgrade his Bentley. I need to grab me. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have that. You got a different kind of competition. You're competing with yourself, and becoming and making yourself be a better person that, be a better you.
Yes, is social media important to you? I always ask all the guests that.
It depends on what you got going on. I mean, if it's not used, I mean, it's just like a drug. I mean, some people, you look at medication, that's a drug. If you're using a drug for a purpose intended, then it's okay. You know what I'm saying? As far as, like utilizing the tools and media to promote something, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. But if you just on it, if you look at the time that you waste on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that shit in a week, you may have wasted a whole motherfucking work. You know what I'm saying?
8 hours and shit, yeah.
You feel me? Like I'm talking about eight. It may be 8 hours every day. You on that motherfucker. You could have been doing that, using that 8 hours to do something positive. You know what I'm saying? You could have making some money or something. Ain't no telling what you missing out on because you sitting there, you tweeting and Facebooking and Instagram, looking at everybody else's shit and seeing what they doing, and you ain't doing nothing for yourself.
And then I always ask this too. Which one, if you had to pick money, fame, or love, which one would you pick?
You know what? I had to say, I had to say love, man. You know what I'm saying? Love amongst my people. It's another reason why I moved back to my hometown, man, because, this is where I'm from, man. All my family here. I've been missing my family. Folks getting old. Folks was passing. I come around. People was like strangers to me. And, it was like people was doing things that was like, I couldn't relate to because I don't want to say it's beneath me, but at the same time, it kind of felt that way. So we had a disconnect, and, you get back grounded with reality. You feel a lot better just dealing with people on a level of love and versus on competition, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever else, it just feels better,
Yeah,
especially people that you have made grown up with, or people that the years of your youth, your family, most importantly,
And I say, do you have anything that you regretted in your life that you wish you would have did over or did differently? Or
I can say 99.9%, man, no regrets, right? But you still got that one little, things you think about, things that you may have regret, or you feel that you could have changed about a course of action that you took, or a different direction, or, decisions that you made. I mean, I did some things that I'm not proud of, or not happy about, but, I mean, everything happened for a reason, though,
what would you like to say to all your supporters, people that have been rocking with you so far?
Shit, man, reach out. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm here, man. Shit. And I'm gonna start doing more conversations with people now that I'm doing this book and progressively, working, on this series of this book. And I got a lot of other ideas for different books and some movie ideas and a lot of other different ideas and shit. As far as making money and nonprofit organizations and shit. Yeah, I really want to get involved with that game. You know what I mean? It's some positive things that we could be doing, to make money at the same time, and you know, take care of your family and look out for others. You know, I mean, it was a conversation I had with one of my partners. You know, I got people that's in the feds, you know, and I communicate with them. I send money to them, you know, and I was talking to one of my partners that just went in about, like, you know, one of my family, man, he about to get out. You know, it's not really too many things that are in place, that we have in place, a structured situation that's 100% positive where he can get into coming out of
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you got to offer him other than let's go out and kick it, let's party? Okay, nah. What is he about to do? Nigga been sitting down 8 years, 10 years. You know what I'm saying? You know, of course he want to get out and have some fun and enjoy himself at the same time and celebrate his release. But okay, now what is he gonna do? Get back involved in the things that he was doing before, or do you have? Is there something that you guys been doing out here because you've been free? What y'all been doing? What can you give? What kind of information? What kind of direction? You know what I'm saying? Or what kind of hand can you lend to this man to help him get back on his feet? You know what I'm saying? And feel comfortable being the man that he was or is. You know what I'm saying? Going in there. You know what I mean? Because that's a big transition, or I don't know. That's a hard pill to swallow when if you was up on a certain level living that way and then you come down, it kind of fucks with you. You know what I'm saying? So you know your only action, of course, of action, the decisions that you want to make is to do things to get back to where you was or be better than where you was. But what opportunities or what options do you have if you don't have any friends or anybody that you involved with or that you know that can lead you into that direction? You know what I'm saying? Or point you out to the right information where you can get, you know what I mean, to help you, to help guide you in that direction. You know what I mean?
So what can they get your book at and everything?
Oh man, shit. I mean, you know, he on the Kindle, you know, Amazon, you know, just all digital, anywhere you can find, you know, any place that you know, that sell books. You know, if they don't have it, you can order it. I mean, but online, it's everywhere. You know.
Then notes
No,
from your neighborhood N-word, right?
yeah, thoughts. Yeah, thoughts from your neighborhood N-word. You know, and the N-word, you know, I took that from Tupac. You know what I'm saying? There's an acronym he created. You know, the acronym was never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. Yeah, that nigga, that's the nigga, you know, from the album Tupacalypse Now. And the song is Words of Wisdom.
All right. I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Anytime, man.
Yeah, anything we didn't cover you like to talk about?
Man, that's you know, hey, that's good, man. You know, just, you know, hey, for anybody that's listening, man, go get the book, check it out. You know, at least read about it or watch some of these YouTube videos that I'm gonna put out. You know what I mean? Talking about it. You know, at least you get some type of information. You know, that's all.
Politicking. We gets busy.
The Politicking Show is brought to you by Audible. With over 180,000 titles to choose from, Audible is great for any continuous learner wanting to grow and expand their knowledge and insight. Go to www.audibletrial.com/POaudio and get an audiobook of your choice free with a 30-day trial. After the trial, your paid membership will begin at $14.95 per month. With your membership, you will receive 1 credit every month, good for an audiobook on Audible. Cancel before your trial ends and you will not be charged. So go to www.audibletrial.com/POaudio and download a free book by Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Napoleon Hill, Les Brown, Damon John, and more. Always remember that knowledge is power.